The year 1944 is famous in the penny world because collectors have spent decades hunting for hidden treasures in this simple bronze coin, and some of the rarest examples have shocked the market. One 1944 Lincoln cent in exceptional condition sold for over $23,000, and specially preserved red gems have crossed the $28,000 mark, proving that even a common year penny can explode in value when the right variety and condition come together. Support our effort, subscribe, like, and share so we can bring you more amazing coin videos. Now let's step back into the world of 1944 and see why this little cent has captured collectors for generations. The United States was deep in the final years of World War II when the 1944 cent was struck, and millions of these coins moved through the hands of soldiers, factory workers, and families waiting for loved ones overseas. After the unusual steel cents of 1943, the mint returned to its familiar bronze alloy, using recycled shell casings from military training grounds. Because of this, the 1944 penny not only carries history but quite literally contains traces of the war effort. Even though more than 1 billion were minted, only a tiny fraction survived in the kind of condition that excites collectors today. When you hold a 1944 cent, the first thing that commands attention is Abraham Lincoln's portrait, sharply defined on high-grade examples with crisp hair detail and clean fields. On circulated pieces, the design softens, but the coin still carries the feeling of a wartime era. On the reverse, the wheat stalks remain simple but symbolic, representing strength and prosperity at a time when the world desperately needed both. What makes this year especially fascinating is how many hidden varieties can increase value dramatically, and this is where collectors begin their search. One of the most desirable features is strong luster and original red color. A 1944 cent that retains its fiery orange-red surfaces is far rarer than most people expect, because these coins spent decades in circulation and lost their brightness quickly. When a piece has survived untouched in brilliant red condition, grading companies reward it with high mint state designations, and that is exactly how some 1944 cents have reached auction prices over $20,000. Even a single step up in grade can multiply value, which is why collectors examine every detail of luster, contact marks, and surface quality. Another important aspect is the search for errors and varieties. The 1944 doubled die obverse is well known among specialists, and though rare, it can command impressive premiums when found in good condition. Some pieces show repunched mint marks or slightly misaligned dies, and collectors love these small anomalies because they reveal the mechanical story behind the coin's creation. Even minor errors can turn an ordinary penny into a valuable collectible when paired with strong eye appeal. The story becomes even more dramatic when discussing the extremely rare 1944 steel cent. Although not part of this script's focus, its existence adds excitement to every 1944 penny search, because the chance, no matter how incredibly small, creates buzz among collectors and newcomers alike. The presence of such a legendary error makes even common 1944 bronze cents feel like part of something bigger in American numismatic history. Most 1944 cents in everyday condition are worth small amounts, but the hidden gems are what keep collectors searching. A perfectly preserved example tucked away in an old album, a bright red uncirculated coin stored by a family member, or a variety that went unnoticed for decades can still appear today. That possibility gives the 1944 Lincoln cent its lasting appeal. It represents not just wartime America, but also the thrill of discovery and the belief that a small copper coin could still hold a big surprise. If you're checking your own 1944 penny, look closely for strong color, clean surfaces, and any unusual doubling or mint mark characteristics. The right combination can turn an ordinary piece of change into a valuable collectible, and the history behind it makes the search worthwhile.